Hello, Cougar fans. Thanks for joining us tonight. We are back for the varsity matchup. The New Heights Cougars 15-6 on the year against the Purdy Eagles 5-15 on the year. That's Brad. We were talking that record's a little deceptive. The Eagles have been in a lot of games that they could have won. This is not going to be an easy game.
No, because a lot of the common opponents, they've beaten some and they've lost some to the same exact ones, but most of their scores have been fairly close. So Cougars are going to have to come out and play their game and make sure that they get some transition going and getting to the rim. Purdy, I believe, will probably try to slow us down and get us out of our game and get us into the half-court offense as much as possible.
All right, we're about ready for the national anthem.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Before we get into our starting lineups, we are going to listen to our playing of our national anthem. So please rise. Men, remove your hats, and everybody place your hands on your hearts. Please remain standing for a prayer after our national anthem.
God, I thank you for all you do for us. Thank you for the ability to play the sport that we love, Lord. I pray that you would keep both teams safe on the court. I pray that everything we do would glorify you. And I pray that we would just all honor you with everything we do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
All right, now for the
Let's meet our
starting lineups for the two squads.
Starting with the Eagles.
First for the Purdy Eagles.
Number 0, Hunter Wormington.
Number 0, a junior, Hunter Warmington. Number 2, sophomore, Grady Mahurin. Number 13, the real Damon Mahurin, a senior. And number 14, Simon Walker. Starting lineup for the Cougars. Senior number 3, Ben Schumacher. Senior number 4, Jaden Smith. Senior number 22, Cannon Miller. Junior number 24, Broderick Burns. And senior number 25, Adam Stanton.
Nice introduction effects there we've got going on.
All right, 8 minutes on the varsity clock. Both teams at center court ready for the tip. Number 14 is Walker. An opening tip won by the Cougars.
Nice job by Adam getting up.
Burns with the ball. Jaden Smith at the top. Schumacher on the left side, over to Miller. Stanton flashes through the key. Burns to Stanton, back to Burns for the runner baseline. And number 24, Aldaba, pulls down the rebound for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think he shot that a little quick. Should have put a little more up on that.
Number 2, Grady Maheron on the left side, takes the long three and goes over the top of the backboard, out of bounds back to the Cougars.
Yeah, that one was way back there.
We talk about it every time we're here, but the visiting team has a tough time getting used to that college three-pointer on the court. Burns finds Stanton down low.
Nice.
And Stanton puts it in for the opening points of the game.
I'd like to see us attacking that.
Cougars in the trap. Grady Maheron gets it ahead into the front court. Down low for Wormington. Wormington angles in. Fight for the loose ball. And nice job by Walker getting on the floor. Number 13, Damon Maheron takes the three. Burns out to Stanton. Adam Stanton in the short corner, kicks it back to Cannon Miller from three for the left wing. Off the back of the rim, Stanton gets a hand on it, but can't secure it, out of bounds back to the Eagles.
Yeah, it was a nice kick out to Cannon. Cannon just a little strong on that one. Adam did a good job crashing, just couldn't come up with it.
Ball into Maheron. Trap comes. Schumacher deflects the ball. Number 24, Aldaba, gets back to it. Wild pass. Loose ball. Jaden Smith able to gather and puts it in for two.
Nice job by Adam to stream up and tip that ball.
Trapping again by the Cougars. Aldaba gets it on the front court. Cougars steal again. Stanton ahead. Bounce pass to Burns, and Burns puts it in.
Nice job by Stanton to make him commit. Then he kicked it over, and Burns was able to finish. Schumacher almost with the steal there.
Aldaba switches the court. Stanton comes in, deflects it. Schumacher gets the steal. Over to Burns on the left side. Into the short corner for Smith. Rises up and airballs.
A little too hard. A little too much juice there.
Damon Maheron with the ball for the Eagles. 6-0 lead here early in the first quarter of the varsity match. Ball over to Grady Maheron. Back to Damon. Bounce pass into Walker. Grady Maheron thought about the long three. Instead, takes the long two. Jaden Smith, nice rebound. Gets it to Stanton. Pushes to Burns. Burns down the right side. Tries to go through the double and loses the ball, out of bounds back to the Eagles.
Did a good job splitting the defense there. Lost a handle on it.
Ball into Walker. Number 2, Grady Maheron.
Not sure who
Wild
that was
pass,
to.
Cannon Miller steals. Up ahead to Schumacher. Schumacher gets the dribble down.
It's going to be on the floor.
And Schumacher may have got a
Foul's gonna be on the Eagles, number 24.
center checked there.
That's his first personal, on team first.
Looks like we got a timeout.
Timeout, Eagles. 30-second timeout.
I don't know if the cheerleaders have the... Sorry, girls. I screwed you up.
Purdy was trying to steal an inbounds there. Seeing
All
if
right,
the,
that was the first timeout by the Eagles. Into Smith, nice floater by Jaden.
nice job cutting to the basket.
Aldaba gets trapped, able to get it back to Grady Maheron. Back to Aldaba on the left side. Bounce pass into Walker. Number 0, Wormington gets lost for where he was headed. turnover back to the Cougars. Bounce pass into Burns. Burns looking for an angle. Tough shot, puts it in.
Cleared some space with a little bit of chest bumping. Ooh, another hard pass there.
The scoreboard has it 8-0.
Didn't we score 2 more? Jaden scored and then Broderick scored. Should be 10.
Okay, who's scored so far?
Let's see what we got
Adam
up
has
there.
4 on the board. Does Jaden have 4?
Yes, Jaden should have 4. He scored a layup and then he scored that crash or
Yeah,
that
I must
inbounds
have
play.
missed that. All right, Burns into the corner for Schumacher for 3, and he nails it.
So yeah, we should have 2 more points. Ooh,
Wild pass. Stanton almost got it. Aldaba
a lot of dribbling there.
gets it back. Schumacher
And
there to
Schumacher
steal.
will take that for the layup.
Schumacher puts it in. Timeout, Eagles.
30-second timeout.
Maybe the official scorekeeper missed a bucket there, but it should be Jaden. Should have 2. There we go. Got Jaden's points up there, and there puts 15.
All right, after the timeout, Eagles inbounding on the end line. Cougars stay in the press. Nolan Stanton, Connor Perry, and Max Long in the game. Ball ahead to Mahurin. Trap comes. Wild pass gets it all the way over to Aldaba. Inside to Wormington, and rises up and puts the first points of the game in for the Eagles. Schumacher back to the middle. Over to Nolan Stanton, into Perry. Perry gets the dribble down and can't control it. Ball out of bounds. Looked like it was knocked away by Wormington. Will stay Cougars ball.
This guy's arms does not work. He's not signaling out of bounds call yet. He just tells them.
Perry trying to find an option, gets it into Stanton. Adam Stanton, that is. Looking in for Long and deflected away by Walker. Mahurin with a tough left-hand finish.
4 straight points now. Cut into the 15-point lead.
Nolan Stanton. Adam barely gets into the front
That
court.
was a good thing he got that foot down.
Perry in the corner. Back to Stanton on the left wing. Nice job floating it into Long. Long gets the dribble down off the glass and draws the foul. And Max Long will go to the line for 2.
Foul going to be on the Eagles, number 2, Grady Mahurin. That's his first personal and team second. Long at the line, shooting 2.
Long good on the first.
Checking into the Eagles, number 5, Nolan
Good job, Max Long.
and number 30, Dalton Redshaw.
Nolan Stanton and Ben Schumacher in there to rebound. Long makes both free throws.
Good job, Max Long again.
Damon Mahurin back to number 5, Logan Manwarren. Stolen by the Cougars. Nolan Stanton gets it to his brother Adam. Nolan gets the rebound and floats it in.
Nice job staying with it. Adam just got a little too far under the bucket there.
Eagles ahead. Good defense by Long. Stanton pulls down the rebound. Schumacher's out ahead. Stanton finds him. And Schumacher can't finish.
I thought he came up with great hands on trying to finish that.
Aldaba gets trapped. Picks up the dribble.
He's going to chuck it. Yep, there it is.
Finds
Got him.
Number 13,
Ooh, the
Damon
tough shot
Mahurin.
again.
And rebound pulled down by Long. Gets fouled from behind.
You could easily see the chuck pass was coming
Foul's going to be on the Eagles, number
because he was trapped over there.
That's his first personal and team third.
Did a nice job whizzing that over their sidearm, though.
Schumacher walking it up. He's going to have to get to the front court. Over to Stanton. Nolan floats it back to Ben. Into the corner for Adam. Closed out by number 5, Manwarren. Stanton from the short corner off the back of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Aldaba. Long three from the Huron. Comes up short.
Oh,
But
short
number
on
5,
the-
Manwarren there for the foul. Schumacher comes away with a loose ball. Bounce pass to Nolan Stanton on the run.
Oh,
He can't get it to fall, but he gets back to the ball. Finds it for Perry. Thought about the three into the corner for Schumacher. Schumacher comes up short. Perry flies in for the offensive rebound.
oh,
And last touch by the Eagles. The ref must have heard you. He's
I
clearly
know.
signaled that one.
His arm worked.
Grady Mahiran subbing back in the game as
Checking in for the
Logan
Eagles, number
Manwarren
14,
checks out.
Simon Walker.
Also Hunter Wormington checking out. Number 14, Simon Walker back in the game. Connor Perry inbounding, gets it into Adam Stanton. Stanton 1 of the 3, gets it into Long. Long, nice post move, draws the foul, and Max Long will go back to the line.
Yeah, nice job by Max.
Foul's gonna be on the Eagles, number
The
30.
pound dribble with the low pickup kind of forced the foul to come. He
Yeah.
changed the expected spot of the ball.
Max 3 for 3 on free throws tonight.
Long sinks them both. Nice performance at the line from Max Long. Cougars pressing and
Whoa.
thrown away by Mahurin.
His defense, we do have 2 players on the front row with black shirts on.
Adam Stanton and Ben Schumacher getting a break as Burns and Miller check back in.
It's like Purdy's now in a 1-3-1.
Miller up top to Burns, into Connor Perry in the corner. Looking to enter it into Long. Long's able to get to it, switches it to Miller. One more to Stanton. Back to Miller on the wing. Bounce pass into Long. Nolan Stanton flips it to Burns. Into the short corner for Miller. Back to Perry. Burns. Back to Perry again. Miller at the elbow, kicks it to Burns from a long 2. Connor Perry gets a hand on it, but had that left hand.
Yep, had that
pushing
left
off.
hand on the back of him and pushed.
Foul's gonna be on the Cougars, number 30, Connor Perry. It's his first personal and team first.
Aldaba gets it over to Grady Mahurin. Bounce pass ahead to Damon. Damon spins. Aldaba for 3 from the left wing. And air ball. Burns on the backside gets the rebound. Burns pushing, gets it to Miller. Ahead to Perry. Perry goes baseline. Nice hands by Long. Connor
job
Perry
by
flies
Perry.
in for the offensive rebound and draws the foul.
That'll be the 5th foul, though, won't it?
Yeah, 5th foul on the Eagles.
So Perry should go to the line.
Foul's gonna be on the Eagles, number 14, Simon Walker. It's his first personal and team 5th. Perry at the line, shooting 2.
A little short on the first, can't get the roll.
Number 5, Logan Manwarren.
Burns, the lone placeholder for the Cougars.
Perry too strong on the second, looking to get his own rebound. Burns able to come up with it. Kicks it out to Cannon Miller.
Oh, didn't get a good pass to him. Otherwise, could have been the shot for 3.
Back up top to Burns. Inside to Long.
Nice. Oh,
And Long
dang.
lost his balance as he went up. Manwarren gets the rebound on the backside. Aldaba at the buzzer, hits the front of the rim. That'll do it for the first.
Tonight's home game is sponsored by the Hamlin family.
Nice job by Burns driving in and then finding Long. Long just, like you said, got a little off balance there, kind of faded away instead of going to it.
ready for it.
Looks like Max Long will come out, and Hunter Marsh sees his first action of the night to start the second.
Cougars doing a really nice job in the press. Really kept the Eagles out of much of what they wanted to do, and then they got us going.
Yeah.
Playing with some pace, which is where we play best.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really surprised that we got out to this big of a lead on them that quickly, but they did not handle our pressure very well.
All right, we're ready for the second quarter. Burns with a quick steal. Looking ahead.
He's getting
Burns
very
gets
good
it
at
to
that
Stanton.
tip drill to himself.
Miller for 3 in the corner. Marsh comes in for the rebound, but Wormington there for the Eagles pulls it down. Over to Aldaba on the right side. Perry and Stanton come on the trap. Into the corner for Manwarren, and he hits the 3. Burns floats it to Nolan Stanton. Back door for Perry.
Oh, he should have went. He had a size advantage.
Perry to Miller for 3, and he got it.
Nice shot again by Cannon.
Good answer by the Cougars. Cannon Miller after the Eagles put in the 3. Manwarren into the into the near corner, and foul called on the Cougars. I think it's going to go against Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan Stanton with his first. It's not a game unless Nolan's got 3 or 4 fouls.
That's true.
He's either sick or not on the floor.
Aldaba being tightly defended, picks up his dribble. Ball thrown over to Manwarren on the left side. Flips it to Walker. Walker switch all the way over to the near side for Damon Mahurin. Tries to drive baseline. Perry cuts him off. Back to Aldaba, looking for space through down low for Walker. And Walker looked like that was everything.
Yeah, everything that you want to have in a shot, except for it going in the hole.
Miller in the corner, back to Nolan Stanton. Thought about the 3. Ball deflected by Wormington, out of bounds. Will stay a Cougars ball.
See if they can get Hunter Marsh involved in here. They've been getting some looks when Max Long was in there inside.
Number 30 subbed in the game, that's Redshaw. Perry from the elbow. Back to Burns. Burns tries to go baseline. Picks it up, back to Perry. Back into the corner for Burns. See, I want that to be a switch every time. When it comes to the wing, I want it to go all the way around to the other side. Backdoor pass, Nolan Stanton.
Finally got somebody to move, and Stanton cut to the basket. Burns picks it up.
Ball deflected by Stanton. Burns there to retrieve it. And Burns to the glass, puts it in.
Stanton did a good job of boxing out there, getting in the way for interference.
Damon Mahurin. Manwarren ahead to Wormington. Back to Manwarren, across to Mahurin. Good pass inside to Aldaba. One more for Redshaw, and he puts it in.
It's a warning on Purdy, I believe, for touching the ball.
Okay. 19-point lead for the Cougars after that made basket by Redshaw. Eagles giving pressure. Cougars split it. Cannon Miller for 3. Burns with the offensive rebound, gets the dribble down, finds Nolan Stanton with the little flip.
Nice pass.
Aldaba, ball deflected by Burns.
Good job.
Cannon Miller flies
just
in.
Couldn't see where it went.
And Mahurin finishes. That's Damon Mahurin, the senior. Ball ahead
Trying
by
to force
Perry.
it there.
Stolen away by Wormington.
Got to make just the smart, easy pass.
Aldaba ahead to Manwarren. Stolen by Burns. Burns ahead to Stanton.
Draw it in and kick.
Gets it to Marsh. Down low for Miller.
There you go.
And Miller draws the foul and finishes.
Nice job. Unselfish play there.
Take a look on replay.
That was going to be on the Eagles, number 22, Victor Nug. It's his first personal, team first. Miller at the line, shooting one.
Cannon Miller really earned his spot back in the starting lineup on senior night.
Yeah.
All 4 seniors starting because it was senior night, and he just played so well that he got back in that starting rotation. Ball ahead. Mahurin. That's Grady.
Deep
Over.
3. Oh, those are tough.
Backside rebound by Walker on the air ball.
Tough to defend those air balls.
5 players for the Cougars just stood up to go to the table. Ball over to Perry on the right side. Hunter Marsh looking
just
high-low for
trying to force that in there.
for Stanton, and out of bounds back to the Eagles' 20-point lead. Five Cougars in the game. Smith, Schumacher, Stanton, Caleb Dennis, and Max Long. Ball into the corner. Redshaw, Adam Stanton deflects it. Out of bounds will stay Eagles ball in the corner. Number 2, Grady Mahurin inbounding. Looking for an option. Gets it in to Manwarren. Stolen away by Smith. Jaden Smith using his speed gets all the way to the basket.
Yeah, nice hands, getting his own steal in and turning on the jets and finishing.
Damon Mahurin over to Manwarren.
Deep
A long 3
again.
from Grady Mahurin. And another good rebound by Max Long. Outlet to Schumacher. Schumacher looking ahead. Over to Jaden Smith. Smith goes baseline, ball deflected from behind. Walker there. Stolen back by Schumacher. Adam Stanton wants the 3, and he got it.
Just way to stay active. Ooh, just about
Schumacher
got
went
another
for the
one.
steal. Manwarren able to get the ball back up top from Mahurin over to Grady Mahurin for 3. Rims around and in.
Timeout, 30 seconds by the Cougars.
Timeout, Cougars. 30-second timeout.
Oh, man.
Everybody, get on your feet and yell for your team. Go Big Green!
All right, after the timeout, Cougars inbounding. Eagles pick up in the full court press. Ball into Smith. Over to Schumacher on the near side. Back to Stanton. Aldaba picks him up ahead to Max Long. Finds Jaden Smith cutting through, and Smith nails the jumper.
Yeah, nice jumper, good way to break the press. Max Long did a good job finding the cutter there.
Damon Mahurin. Over to Aldaba. Grady looking in. Gets trapped. Aldaba, good ball movement over to Damon for 3, and he got it.
Purdy getting warmed up on the 3s. They've taken some deep ones, that's for sure.
Smith gets it to Schumacher. Max Long comes on the ball screen. Jaden Smith at the elbow. Fight for the rebound, falls to Schumacher. Back to Adam Stanton, he wants the 3. Way off the glass. And
got a timeout, Purdy.
Timeout, Purdy.
I don't know what he's calling. Full timeout.
Was it timeout for Purdy, you said?
Timeout for Purdy, and the officials went ahead and said it was a full timeout because he would never tell them what he wanted.
All right, back. We got 30 seconds left, don't we?
Yeah, plenty of time, plenty of time.
.1 lead for the Cougars. The Purdy's offense is starting to click, though. We have 7 points for the senior Damon Mahurin and a couple threes from Manwater and Grady Mahurin. All right, back to the action after the timeout. Aldaba floats it in to Wormington. Back up top to Aldaba. High-low for Walker. Walker, good hands. Out to Grady Mahurin for three, and he hits again.
3 threes in a row now.
Smith to Schumacher. Back to Smith in the middle. Are you got it now? Yeah. Do you want to do it, or do you? Yeah, you can do it. Okay. Grady Mahurin. Aldaba over to Damon. Damon walks up and takes the three. Wormington gets the offensive rebound, but can't find an angle to get to the basket, and Max Long pulls it down on the backside. Adam Stanton pushes into the top of the key, finds Smith down low, and Smith can't get the roll. Number 14, Simon Walker, pulls down the rebound for the Eagles.
Caleb Dennis there just out of reach of getting that offensive rebound as well.
Long three from Grady Mahurin, and goes out. Max Long light on the rebound. Wormington sneaks it away. Damon Mahurin with a runner from the elbow is off the mark. Adam Stanton gets it out to Jaden Smith to the basket, and Jaden Smith able to finish. Back to a 20-point lead.
Nice job by running the floor by Jaden again.
Into the short corner for Walker. High off the backboard. Stanton, 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Stanton tries to get through, finds an angle, and finishes.
Gets it to drop.
22-point lead, and that's the quarter. Halftime.
Unaware of the clock there.
All right, there's 8 minutes on the clock, but we have some presentation. We have cheerleaders doing presentation, and there's also Coach Johnson being recognized. So let me see if I can reset the clock. I do have it running, so. We'll stay here for the halftime show by the cheerleaders. All right, that's your Cougar cheerleaders. And we have a special recognition of Coach Johnson, just inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame.
This time we would like to make a special recognition for former boys basketball coach Eric Johnson. Eric retired from coaching basketball in 2023. He spent 49 years on the sideline, 2 years as an assistant, 47 as a head coach. From Horton, Kansas, all the way to College Heights Christian School. Had a few stops in between, Webb City High School, Columbus, Kansas, and has had a great career. Had a great career as a basketball coach. 681 career wins. He had 12 conference championships, 14 district titles, 3 Final Fours, and a state championship in 1997 at Webb City High School. We were fortunate enough to get Eric over here in 2010. He took over a program that struggled a bit and really started working with the program, building it, and setting a foundation for what it is today. He won 165 games as College Heights head coach, 2 conference championships, which had never been done in the Misha era, and 2 district championships, first time that had been done, with a state quarterfinal appearance in 2022, 5 points away from going to the Final Four, so big deal at College Heights. We're super thankful for Coach Johnson, and of course the reason we're here today is on February 1st, Eric was inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. And we're so thankful for Eric and all he's done for our school and continues to do for our school. And we have a video up here on the board to watch to celebrate his coaching career. Give it up one more time for Coach Eric Johnson.
All right, Coach Eric Johnson inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. Great honor and a great privilege to have him come over in 2010 to lead our athletic department. And the high school boys appreciating him also. All right, well, we'll send you through the first half recap now, and we'll take a little audio break and be back for the second half. About 3 minutes left before the start of the second half. right, Cougars with a 22-point lead, 44-22 at the half.
Background, y'all probably can't see it, but it looks nice. It's a phone and it's over here.
Back to the starting lineup for the Cougars. Smith inbounds to Burns, and we're underway in the second half. Ball quickly into Miller in the corner. Back up top to Burns. Over to Schumacher, one more to Miller. Again, back to Burns. Schumacher to Miller. Again to Burns. Stanton backdoor to Smith. And nice floater by Smith. Draws the foul. And he'll go to the line for the and one. Patient set by the Cougars.
Smith leading all scorers at 12 right now.
His second personal of the team first. Smith at the line shooting one.
Too strong on the end one attempt by Jaden Smith. Aldaba up ahead. Grady Mahurin will shoot from anywhere. Ball inside to Wormington. Burns gets on the floor and steals as Wormington lands on top of him. Stanton to the elbow, back to Burns. To Schumacher, baseline drive. Back to Burns in the corner for three, and he got it.
Nice job by Schumacher driving the baseline and being aware Burns filled his spot, kicked it back to him for the open three.
Yeah, it's probably the best looking three I've seen from Broderick. Really smooth in rhythm. Aldaba at the top. Over to Damon Mahurin into the corner for Walker. Elbow down low to Grady Mahurin, puts the pound dribble down. Nice move underneath and able to finish at the basket.
Yeah, did a nice job pivoting rotation there.
Burns pushing down the left side. Back to Schumacher. Over to Miller. Miller looking for the cutter. Schumacher on the left wing. Adam Stanton thought about the corner three. Drives in from 15, nails the jumper. Good start to the third quarter by the Cougars. Damon Mahurin. Aldaba over to Grady. Back to Damon on the left side. Into the corner for Walker. He wants the three. Too strong. Long rebound goes to Smith. Jane Smith finds Adam Stanton to the basket, off the glass and in.
Nice job going 3-on-1, 3-on-2 there. And they're going to get a timeout immediately after the way the Cougars started that. Sometimes it's easy to lose concentration there whenever you get up that much at halftime, and it's kind of a lackluster game, but it's good, like you said, starters came back out, started the third quarter and working the ball, doing a good job offensively and defensively both.
All right, back to the action after the timeout. Aldaba ahead to Damon Mahurin. Wormington, Aldaba into the corner for Grady. Damon Mahurin for the long three. And Stanton backside rebound on the box out. Flips it up to Schumacher on the left. Back to Stanton. Over to Burns. Burns to Miller in the short corner. And rebound pulled down by Grady Mahurin for the Eagles.
Good look, good shot by Miller, just didn't fall.
Walker able to receive the tough pass. Back to the top. Damon Mahurin thought about the three. Schumacher closed out on him. Back to Grady. Over to Aldaba.
Ooh, got away
to
with
the
the
elbow. And Stanton gets a.
Yeah.
How's that
how's that on the floor? How's that on the floor? There's no way. He was going up.
Coach isn't real happy about that either.
No, there's no way that's on the floor.
I mean, he hadn't jumped yet, if that's his
Yeah, I
rationale.
guess.
Tough pass inbounds. Aldaba able to get in the backcourt to get it.
Perfect placement.
Down low for Grady Mahurin, and a nice layup. Quickly pushing up ahead. Burns all the way to the basket. Backside rebound by Damon Mahurin, and the Eagles back ahead into the front court. Aldaba back to Mahurin, into the corner for Grady. Switch back to Aldaba on the left side. Over to Damon. One more to Grady for three. Front of the rim, Miller and Walker fight for the rebound. Walker's able to come down with it. Back out to Damon. Flips behind his back to Aldaba. Aldaba looking for an angle inside. And Wormington had a hand on it. Schumacher knocked it away. Smith comes away with a steal. Bounce pass to Burns. And Burns, no way.
Oh, this guy. It's Lurch. Of course it's going to
He
be
was-
offensive.
He was so late on that. Let's take a look at that in the replay.
Lurch is always good for an offensive foul against Broderick. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what it is.
Aldaba over to Damon Mahurin on the left side. Cougars in the 1-3-1 defense. Into Walker in the corner. Back up top to Aldaba for three.
Oh,
Air ball, but Walker there, another air ball
air
rebound.
ball's tough to get
Damon
rebounds
Mahurin
on.
answers with the three. Schumacher over to Burns on the left side. Burns wants the three. Jaden Smith flies in for the offensive rebound and tries to put it back. Schumacher kicks it back to him, and this time it's good.
Good job by Ben staying active and tipping.
Aldaba being tightly defended by Smith. Over to Damon Mahurin. Aldaba into the top of the key. Tries for the pass inside. Miller, nice job defending. Burns comes away with the steal. Bounce
Oh,
pass
tough,
into Stanton.
tough pass there.
Burns gets on the floor and knocked out of bounds. I think it will stay
Yep,
Cougars ball.
good hustle.
Nolan Stanton, Barrett Bowen, Hunter Marsh, and Brandon Schumacher check in the game. Ben Schumacher stays in. 2:54 left in the third.
I got to run something here, boys.
Bowen
Oh,
looking for
wow.
an option.
I don't know.
Scott able to bleed 2 seconds off the clock on that non-contact. Long three from Grady Mahurin, and he hits it again. And you can see why the Eagles have been in a lot of games, because
Yeah,
they can shoot from the perimeter.
they can.
Nolan Stanton picks it up on the double, gets it to Brandon Schumacher. Over to Bowen on the right side. Back up to Nolan.
Looking back at the scores, the teams that they've played and beat have been the ones that do not press.
Nice entry by Schumacher to Marsh, and Marsh puts it in for two. Damon Mahurin back up top to Manwarren. Walker.
Ooh, he's
Grady Mahurin wanted the three. Ben Schumacher deflects the ball. It's loose now. Marsh and number 30, Redshaw, tie it up, and Eagles have the arrow. We'll stay Eagles ball on the jump ball. Wormington checking back in the game as Redshaw is back out. Damon Mahurin for three, and he hits it again.
college three. He likes it.
Schumacher over to Bowen. Into the corner for Brandon Schumacher. Back up top to Bowen. Bounce pass to Ben at the top. Over to Nolan Stanton, goes baseline. Finds Marsh in the paint. Marsh looking for an angle. Nice.
Nice job by Marsh going up strong that time and not trying to fade away.
Yeah, went into the contact and then finished strong. Damon Mahurin back up top to Manweather. Over to Grady Mahurin for a long three. And
any place on that half of the court, he is open.
yeah, he's got 13 points on the night. The two brothers each have 13. Schumacher flips it to Nolan Stanton at the top. Over to Brandon Schumacher. Bounce pass back to Nolan. Back to Schumacher. Goes baseline all the way through. Ball deflected, but Bowen's there to receive it. Good step through by Barrett Bowen.
Oh.
Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back up top to Nolan Stanton for three. Backside rebound by Brandon Schumacher.
Nice job. Oh,
and
just
draws
couldn't
the
get it to
foul.
fall.
And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Foul's going to be on the Eagles, number 2, Grady Mahurin. It's his second personal and team second. Schumacher at the line.
Grady Mahurin gets called for that foul. That's his second. Schumacher good on the first free throw.
Nice job by Brandon to get some points on the board.
Makes them both. Man Warren over to Jackson Lee in the game. Lee played much of the JV game. Man Warren at the top. Back to Lee. Ball entered into Wormington, deflected by Stanton. Nolan Stanton with the steal. Looks for Schumacher out ahead. And Schumacher, nice finish off the glass.
Yeah, good job running the floor there. Ben did a nice job with the finish then. Stanton, good pass.
Grady Mahurin.
Forgot about the clock again.
Over to Lee, 2 seconds left. At the buzzer. And off the mark, that does it for
Sponsored by the Hamlin family.
the third quarter.
Area of the proud Cougar mom and Mambo, the late Sharon Hamlin. The Hamlin family is grateful to support New Heights Christian Academy. Go Cougars.
Well, like we said in the pregame, this is going to be a tight one.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I think the biggest difference is a lot, like I said, looking back, a lot of the teams that they played and kind of flipped back and forth scores with are teams that are not quick and do not press.
yeah, and don't you feel like it was a deliberate effort by the Cougars to really push the tempo today?
Yeah. I think probably after the last game where we got caught not running the offense very well.
All right, Cougars have the arrow to start the fourth quarter. Back to the starting five. All right, underway on the fourth. Burns to Smith.
Playing some man-to-man now.
Into Stanton. Stanton finds the angle and puts it in. Logan Manwarren brings it up the court for the Eagles. Over to Lee on the right side. Lee picks up the dribble. Cougars retreat. Over to Walker on the right corner. Walker looking to go baseline. Schumacher cuts him off. Back to Lee for the long three. High off the glass. Jaden Smith, nice job getting the rebound and getting rid of the ball before he traveled. Out to Burns. Kicks it to the corner for Schumacher. Back to Miller for three from the left wing. Off the front of the rim, long rebound goes to Manwarren.
Foot race.
Smith chasing back. Finds Wormington on the run. Smith rebound, good outlet to Schumacher, ahead to Burns. Burns, good pound dribble to find space and floats it in.
Nice job. Good by Schumacher to get it up the floors quick. Burns was able to decide how he wanted to finish then.
Manwarren over to Lee on the left side. Back to Man Warren at the top. Lee looking in. Smith defending. Ball over to Grady Mahurin. Bounce pass into Wormington. Wormington trying to get to the basket with the left. Hard off the glass. Long rebound goes to Man Warren, and Smith got him on the arm. Two shots upcoming.
This one's 2 shots.
Different ref.
Different ref.
Cougars, number 4, Jaden Smith. That's his first personal and team third.
Running clock now that we're up by 32.
Ooh, thanks for mentioning that because I had the clock stopped. Man Warren makes the first free throw. To ruckus applause. Hits them both. All night, the Eagles have been good from the free throw
They
line.
have been. They must shoot a lot of free throws.
Burns finds a lane, gets to the basket.
Oh,
All the way down and rims out. Adam Stanton gets the rebound back up to Schumacher for 3 from the top, and he got it.
Nice job. He wanted Ben to hit that 3 anyway. Yeah, that was a crazy bounce. Deep 3.
Lee for the deep 3. Miller
Oh, what?
gets the ball poked away and got fouled. I was trying to get the clock set there. And
All 5 going out.
Checking in is a Pride of Cougars.
70-37 now. Nolan Stanton
Oh,
over to Brandon
dangerous.
Schumacher. Barely gets it through. Into the corner for Perry for 3. And that came off his hand odd. Pass ahead. Barrett Bowen playing free safety, able to win it back. Dennis ahead to Nolan Stanton. Stanton
good
keeps it
hustle,
in the corner.
but lost it.
Has to flip it up to Grady Mahurin, who's out on the run.
See what happens with the 2 bigs. Oh, good pull up. Can't finish.
Number 14, Walker,
good board
flies
by
in for the
Purdy.
rebound. Lee back on the left side.
Thought about that one.
Into Wormington, and foul call on Dennis as Wormington got to his left.
Fouls gonna be on the Cougars, number
2 outside referees called the contact. Lurch down low. It wasn't a charge, so he could not call that.
Well, the jinx of the broadcaster, he missed a free throw.
and number 24, Daniel Aldaba.
Aldaba back in the game for the Eagles. And I think Damon Mahurin checked in as well. Misses both free throws. Aldaba with the offensive rebound for the Eagles. Grady Mahurin thought about the 30-footer. Aldaba, he'll take it this time.
No.
Good
Almost.
closeout by Brandon Schumacher. Aldaba back to Damon, over to Grady. Eagles trying to run some clock. Flip to Aldaba. Damon Mahurin,
Oh,
long 3 off the back of the iron.
he thought it was in. He was leaving.
Ball ahead to Brandon Schumacher. Pulls it back to Nolan Stanton on the left wing. Stanton to the elbow. The ball deflected by Man Warren.
See if he gives it up.
Wormington's there with the steal. Passes it to Man Warren down low.
Nope. Way too late.
And Caleb Dennis able to defend without fouling. Gets the rebound outlet to Stanton. Brandon Schumacher on the left side. Like to see that switch all the way over to Bowen. One more.
Just
See,
missed
rather
it.
than putting that dribble down, just kick that one more time.
Yep.
Nolan Stanton long on the 3. Brandon Schumacher is able to pull down the offensive rebound. And timeout by the Cougars.
Just to get Max Long in the game.
Max Long.
Long subbing in for Nolan Stanton.
Apparently you can, apparently you can leave the clock running under a timeout.
There's no rules here.
Whatever, Russ.
Only fun. No rules, only fun. Caleb Dennis on the left side, back up to Brandon Schumacher at the top. Barrett Bowen. Into the corner for Dennis. Looking to enter it in. Finds Bowen. Kicked out to Brandon Schumacher for 3 from the top, and he got it.
Nice shot by Brandon. 5 points for him tonight. 2 free throws and a 3.
Aldaba over to Grady Mahurin. Back to Aldaba at the top. Grady on the left side wants the 3. Dennis with the rebound. Out to Brandon Schumacher. Minute 20 to play. Connor Perry into the key. Dennis, one more to Bowen. Baseline drive, good seal by Max Long. And Bowen floats it in.
Kind of hard to get through that wall.
Yeah. A minute to play. Aldaba looking for Wormington inside. Ball deflected to Dennis, ahead to Bowen. Barrett Bowen with the left puts it in. And it's a 40-point lead for the Cougars. In the short corner, good bounce pass. Max Long, better hands, able to steal it away.
Nice job by Max there.
Perry
Picked up his dribble.
gets it into the corner for Long. Back to the top for Dennis. And 15 seconds left. Cougars will hold to run out the clock.
Playing tall man catch there. Had all our big guys wanting to handle the ball. Way to get that last cheer in.
All right, that's a final. Big week this week. We got conference games. You know, this is the last couple years maybe the conference hasn't been as strong.
Yeah.
But this is a good test for us. TJ's much better than they were. They gave us a really good game on last Thursday. And so we'll take on TJ at TJ Tuesday and then back to Macaulay to play Macaulay Catholic on Friday this week.
Yeah. Yeah, and they'll, like I said, they should be good games. And always playing at TJ is always tougher than playing at a neutral site. So they'll be ready. They'll be ready again for us. They played very stingy defense. They were attacking, and they did a really good job pressuring us in that tournament. We finally pulled away in the second half, but we just kept at it. But we're going to have to continue to be ready for that.
Coming out to our matchup tonight, this is a reminder, please not enter the court. We appreciate you guys all coming out. This is a nice court, and we like to keep it that way. Thank you for coming out. Please fellowship, but please do not enter the court.
Macaulay, on the other hand, they've got some talent. They just don't have much for guard play, so it just depends on how they handle our pressure.
Yeah, they got some size.
Yes.
Which like I said, could be a tough competition for us. But yeah, if we can get out running, you know, it'd be better if we were on this court.
Yes, because you have a lot more width and length compared to that tiny court that we have to play out there, and so that is an advantage for them. Just because with their wingspan of their bigs and stuff, if they can push us into a half-court game, it'll be tougher for us to score on the inside, just because they are big.
All right, well, we'll send you through the second half recap as we close out. Thank you all for tuning in.